You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I wanted to do a Dead Island 1 and 2 review. Now, I just started playing Dead Island 2, but I have history with Dead Island 1. Dead Island 1, honestly, one of the dopest zombie games out there. And I'm trying to think, there's other zombie games that I played. Like, I think I played, I did play Dead Rising beforehand. I think, the first Dead Rising game I played was Dead Rising 2. That was fun. That was a good game. And then I think before that, I think the other, zombie games that I played were Resident Evil. But other than that, I'm trying to think, there hasn't really been too many zombie games that I play. Because, see, here's the thing. What I look for in a zombie game is, a good old-fashioned zombie game. Not like a zombie game where they got, these crazy, over-the-top zombies that can puke acid at you. These big, giant zombies. They're, mad tough and you can't kill properly. You gotta do some things to kill them and stuff. What are some other things? Yeah, it's them over the top games. It's just because the thing is this, I've watched a lot of zombie movies growing up. So I feel in my opinion, the closest thing that we got to somewhat of a realistic, something, not realistic zombies, but because zombies ain't realistic. So I don't know. When I say that, I feel kind of silly saying it because I'm there's nothing realistic. But I guess the traditional, way of how a zombie story is portrayed, where it's you got stuff, because I grew up watching movies like Night of the Living Dead, and if you watch a movie like that, then when you play a game where you got zombies puking acid at you, it's bruh, no, I ain't never seen no zombie do this in no movie. Maybe it's movies that I haven't seen, but I'm for the most part, every movie I've seen, Night of the Living Dead, Land of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, The Walking Dead, I've realized that there's a lot of, dead in these titles, but what are some other, there's this one called Black Summer on Netflix. I still need to finish the second season of that. What are some other, The Last of Us, I'll admit, the zombies was over the top, but it was it came from, the video game, so I had to say, it was normal for that, because it came from the video game. So I guess if it had been the other way around, where they came out with the show, then they came out with this game, and then, the kids what's this? If they did things differently. But no, they stuck to their tradition. So it makes sense why The Last of Us is The Last of Us. But then when you play Night of the Living Dead, and then you play a zombie video game where it's what's this supposed to be? I think I had to say probably another game that comes close to the traditional zombie story and stuff is DayZ, but anyways, I'm getting all off topic and stuff. I wasn't even talking about Dead Island anymore. No, let's go ahead and get into, Dead Island 1 and 2. So, talking on Dead Island 1. Dead Island 1, that came out back when I was in high school, and man, the promotions for that game, it was insane. They came out with this trailer, and I think if reaction videos was really a thing, well, no, it kind of was. It kind of was. Reaction videos were a thing when Dead Island 1 was coming out, because I remember there's this this YouTube channel I used to watch a lot. Originally, I think their videos was getting uploaded onto the Rooster Teeth channel, but then eventually they switched over and just create their own solo channel, Achievement Hunter. But there's the guy, I don't know if he still is a part, because it's been years since I've actually sat down and watched videos of their channel. But there's a guy that was a part of that Achievement Hunter named Jeff. And so he had did the trailer because I remember the reason why that trailer had got to him so much, but he did a reaction to their main trailer that really went viral. And I'm surprised they didn't I'm like, if they did, I didn't see it, but I'm surprised they didn't do no like crazy trailer for Dead Island 2. So I was like, I'm trying, well, I don't know, I can't necessarily say I was looking for it, but I'm like, you know, it had been something I think, you know, it would went viral if they did do like some over the top dramatic sad trailer like how they did back in the first one. But anyways, so yeah, Jeff kind of did like a reaction to that trailer, and it got to him. It was a very emotional trailer because that's what it was. So it's kind of like showing a reversed version. So it's like the trailer is like split down in two. So it shows like one part of the trailer is showing like what's going on in reverse, and then it shows what's happening in real time. So it's going back and forth between the reverse of like the ending and then like the real time of the beginning, and then it leads up to that middle portion, and then it cuts to like towards the end of the trailer. It just shows like this happy family. They're going on a vacation, and all of a sudden the zombie apocalypse starts, and it's like, bro, why is this trailer so sad? Like, this is emotional, man. I'm like, what is this game? If the trailer got us acting like this, like where we're all sad, I can only imagine how the game is going to be having people acting, right? So anyways, the game eventually it comes out. When I tell you guys, I played so much of Dead Island 1. It's funny because like during that time, because I think that was like 2011, I think. So Walking Dead it was like brand spanking new to the scenes, right? And I would go back and forth from watching the show and playing Dead Island, because it just during that time, you cannot bring me away from zombies. You have literally one of the best zombie games that's out right now, and one of the best zombie TV shows that's out right now. Yeah, you couldn't bring that time frame. I was addicted to zombies, bro. Like, nah, man, it's crazy how just caught up I was, especially with Dead Island. And I was like, man, that was one game where I was like, it was so fun. Just, it's like, for those that need like a better explanation on what Dead Island is. So Dead Island is this open world survival game. It ain't really like one of those survival games where you gotta like go out, eat, sleep, and do all these other things to keep your character like nourished and healthy and all that stuff. No, you're just going around like, you can find like stuff that can improve your health. I think they did have like a leveling up system in there where you can like add perks and all these different things to your character. Because I know they're doing it in this new one. And man, I played the new one today, and I was like, I gotta talk on it. I'm like, maybe my opinion might change about Dead Island 2 in the future. Like I might have like a hatred towards it, and if I do, then I'm like, it's pretty typical for me. Usually I talk good on a game, and then at some point in time, I hate it and stuff. So but anyways, no, so like Dead Island 1, from what I remember, it was like there were so many different activities that you can do, from side missions and then the main missions, and then just overall exploring the map. And the map was huge. I'm like, there ain't too many times where I feel like a map can like really be so detailed, nice, and dope, where it's just all these different like environments that are a part of the map. So I was like, nah, bro, I was like, I really did enjoy, just the map and just the visuals of that game. And this was back in the Xbox 360 days. Now it's like you got Dead Island 2, and I'm like, bruh, the visuals in that, I'm like, oh my god, like what did you do? I can see why you guys took a break. And what's crazy is that like, so I was watching IGN's review on the game, and the guy, just how he was talking about it, and I'm like, it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, I gotta play the game for myself. I felt like that whoever it was that was reviewing that game was letting more of their emotions towards video games get to it, rather than like, is this game fun or not? Because I think that's what people really want when they're listening to a review. And I'm not trying to really like criticize or change a person's review on stuff, but I do think that it's like, you need to speak from like, okay, how can I pass off a message to all gamers that's looking to play this game, and not have my own personal feelings get involved. Now there have been times I will say I'm being a little bit hypocritical, that like there are at times where I play games, and there might be people out there that have mad fun with the game. So I don't want to take, the thing is this, if there is ever a time where I do come out and say I hate this game trash, game garbage, all that stuff, I'm never gonna play it again, I'm boycotting the game, don't play this game, don't support it, all this other stuff, then yeah, you know, if you want to go out and play that game, that is your decision, that is your choice. I am not going to get in the mix of that. So the thing is this, so like, let's say for an example, I out of nowhere just have this hatred for Dead Island 2, but I speak so good of it in this podcast episode to where you go out and you go and buy it and things, and you're playing it and you're having more fun than I did. So let's say for an example, if I'm streaming whatever game I'm playing, let's say I'm playing Grid Legends, The Sims, whatever, all right, you come to my stream and you're like, oh yeah man, I was playing Dead Island 2, you know, I know you don't like the game anymore, but yeah, I've been having mad fun playing it. I'm not gonna be mad at you about it. I just think that, you know, I think everybody just needs to have like their own feelings and say so when it comes to video games. So yeah, if you are wondering like, should I go out and buy Dead Island 2, I would recommend it, because I've been, just the short time I played it for like 40 minutes when I had earlier today while I was streaming, and it was fun. I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was dope. And I know the guy, I think the guy in the IGN review, he was more so like, I lost interest in the review once when he started talking on how the zombies were acting, and I'm like, I don't know what you're overall expecting from the game. Like, I thought it was pretty, no, so, okay, so like, kind of like, you know, switching gears, talking a little bit, just kind of just giving you guys a small little detail. So like, if you have like this Alexa type account, like for Amazon, you know, that like thing where you can talk to it and stuff, Alexa, if you have that like some sort of account, right, you can sign into that account through the game and you can talk to the zombies. Now, I don't know if you have to necessarily sign in or whatever, but you can talk to the zombies. You could be like, hey, over here, and the zombies will literally look at you and start going. I'm going to test that out at some point in time, because I'm like, I need to see that feature. So I'm probably going to have to create this account or whatever the situation is. But I thought that was so dope. But I'm like, I've never seen that in a video game before, where it's like you can, a zombie video game. I know there are at times, like, because there was this Tom Clancy game that came out years ago where you can like talk to the guys and command them to do stuff. So it's been a minute. I think that feature should be used a little bit more in video games. You know, it's probably a little bit hard, but I think that would be dope. And I'm like, in the fact that they do that in there, I'm like, nah, man, that's crazy. So, but anyways, but yeah, I'm like, that it just really shows, you know, where this like game is really leading to, where it's like they just, so with Dead Island 1, and then they came out with some DLCs too. So if you do go out and get Dead Island 1, I think it really depends on what edition you get. I think they do have the edition on there where it comes with the DLCs, but if not, then you'll have to buy the DLCs along with the original game. That's if you want to go and play the first one. The second one's already out. But no, it was like playing it, I'm like, bruh, this game was so fun. You know, there was a few times where I'm like, nah, I want to go back and play it again, but then I sat down and started thinking, I'm like, it did take me a minute to sit down and play that game, and I think that's why I'm so interested in this second one, because I'm like, now, you know, if this game don't stress me out and get me all angry, but I think I'm starting off on a good track. Like, it does seem a little bit difficult, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, I face my challenges in the game, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what, nah, I can see myself playing this for a little bit, you know, up until it does make me upset. But nah, man, I was like, and that's the thing where I'm like, I really feel like I'm jinxing myself, because it's always like that with video games. I have this mad love for it, and then out of nowhere, I just start hating it. And I'm like, nope, this game is garbage, it's trash. Like, there's that one thing that just really upsets me, and I'm like, I don't want to play it no more. So I guess speaking from somebody, I'm not going to say I'm like mad good at video games, but at this, you know, first impression, yeah, with Dead Island, to Dead Island 1 and 2, no, it was good. I liked Dead Island 1. I was like, you know, I did play and beat that game, got all the way to the end of the story, and I was like, wow, like that was amazing. And I was like, and at the time when I was in high school, I wasn't really making any money, so I couldn't go out and get the DLCs. But at some point in time, I am going to sit down and play, like, just probably play the series all over again. Play the first one, play the DLCs, and then of course, like right now, I'm playing the second one. And then that's another crazy thing that I was like, playing a separate video game, but I didn't even realize they were underneath the same company, but Dying Light. So I'm like, I guess like adding a little bit of a bonus in this podcast episode and stuff, an episode and some. Okay, I'm gonna call it that. I ain't gonna call it a 2-for-1 special. I'm gonna call it episode and some. But no, man, like an honorable mention, mentioning Dying Light. I was like, yeah, that's a great series too. It has its I had to say like that game is more so focused on like the parkour, stuff that. Like if you sat down and watched videos of that game, yeah, it's more so focused on parkour. But yeah, with Dead Island, they're not really. It's more so I had to say it's focused on the story, and then yeah, with Dying Light, it's like story and some like parkour. So I had to say if between the two, like I know if anybody is wondering like which one should I get because Dying Light seems fun, but this Dead Island game looks really dope. I recommend Dead Island and then get into Dying Light because Dying Light, it's a little bit of a challenge, okay, especially with that parkour stuff. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe. However it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 50 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Kick at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off of your first purchase. And if you're purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off your next purchase. And if you're purchasing any controller accessories from Fatal Grips, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. That will also knock 10% off your next purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.